Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will discuss very important question, that is height of a binary tree. So this question has been asked in multiple interviews, especially for internships and level 1 like entry level jobs. So let's dive into it. Okay, let's start. So here is one tree. I have created a binary tree. That means a tree that have at most two children. 7 has two children, 9 and 4. 5 has only one children, that is 8. So at most two children. Now we need to understand what the height is. It is also known as maximum depth of binary tree. Don't get confused when this question is asked like maximum depth of a binary tree. It is same as height of a binary tree. By definition, we are saying if we start from root, if we start from this node and we go to the deepest node of this tree, the deepest node of this tree is, by the looks of it, is 8. So if we start from the root node and go to the deepest node of the tree, how many nodes that are there in the way is height of the binary tree. So how many nodes are there? 7, 9, 5, 8. So total 4 nodes are there if we start from the root and go to the deepest node of the binary tree. So that is the height of binary tree. Now how to calculate this? Every question of data structure can either be solved with DFS or BFS. That means if you have knowledge of depth first search, that is nothing but pre-order, in-order, post-order, or BFS, that is level order traversal, you can solve any question of tree. Now here the only question is, how do you know which type of this question is? Is it DFS or BFS? The answer is very simple. Observe the question again. We are saying if we stand here and we go to the depth of the tree, whatever the deepest node, we have to just count nodes starting from root. So that means what we are going is, already we are going in the depth. That means the appropriate solution in this case will be DFS. So discuss that the height or the maximum depth of a binary tree can be solved with DFS, that is either of so we have discussed that the height or the maximum depth of a tree can be solved with DFS. That means pre-order, in-order, or post-order, any of this. Now, how to solve these questions? In trees, if you are solving any question with DFS, there is this one thing. There is this one little trick in recursive code, because we know that we have to recursively call left or right? In recursive code, there is this trick called, we'll just see what is in the near future. We will not see what is end goal or how do we get all the data from all the recursive calls. No, we will just see whatever we can see to the next level. I'll tell you by the help of example. Let's say you will sit at this node, that is the root node 7. Now here, if somebody tell you the left tree's height is, let's say, 3, and somebody tell you that right node's height is, right tree's height is 1, that means sitting here, if you ask left what's your height, and left will respond my height is 3. What's your height, right will respond my height is 1. So how would you calculate your height? And that means how would you calculate root's height if you know the left height and the right height? Now this question has, the scope of this question has reduced to this, just this node. How do we think about it? If 3 is left side, 1 is right side, my height would be, I am greedy. That means I want maximum depth. I want a number of nodes to be maximized. That means I will say whatever is the maximum height, either left or right, I'll take that plus me. That means the node itself, the root itself, plus 1. So that will become our formula. We have created a formula based upon, what is in the near future. So how do we write a pseudocode? Very simple. In any recursive call, we will imagine, right, that what is the nearest thing that we can get. So let's say we want to get the height of the tree given root, given tree node star root. So how do we find it? Very simple. We will say, we will somehow get the left height. That means what is the left height? Left tree's height. How do we get it? We'll call the same function saying, please get me the height of roots left. Then what is the right height? We will say, please get me the height of right tree, like that. Now this is done. Where to stop? Now this will go on recursively to left, right, left, right, left, right. Every recursive question, I repeat, every DFS of tree that is a recursive question has to end at a base case. Now what is the base case? Base case is that you already know. Base case is the case that you don't need to ask somebody. The base case is if root is equals to null. That means the root itself is null. That means there is nothing. If there is nothing, the height of that tree would be 0. So that we already know, right? So the base case is done, recursive call is done. Now what is left is how would we formulate that what is root's height based upon if left and right height is given, right? So we will write, please return whatever is the maximum of left height, comma, right height, right? Maximum plus 1. Why we are adding 1? Because we are saying mean itself, the root itself has to also to be included in the height. Because the definition of max depth or height of binary tree says how many nodes are there if we start from root and go to the depth. So that is the height of the binary tree. I hope that is clear. In case you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.